Man, it did so much so well. I liked the cast for the most part. I loved the special effects. I loved the practical effects. I loved how scary the face huggers looked. The face huggers came across probably at their most scary that they have been in a long time. And then the xenomorphs. I mean, my God, there are shots in this movie of the xenomorphs that I was in heaven. I was loving all of it. And then the bullshit came, and it's frustrating that they could have fucked this up as much as he did. Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB.
And kill Trevor.
What?
Man, are you for real? You're fucked, you know, I don't know. You know everything, dog. I know, okay, but I'm sorry.
Did he really say that?
And I just got back from the theaters after seeing Alien Romulus. This is a 2024 film that was co-written and directed by Fede Alvarez. And before I get into the plot, before I get into the actors and characters and anything that I may or may not have liked about this movie, I'm going to say that, man, did I love 75% of this movie. Man, did I, while watching it, like literally in my chair during the film, I was sitting there going, wow, I'm really digging this. They are getting so much right. They're doing so many things that I am all about right now, especially being a fan of the Alien franchise. And being a fan of the Alien franchise is not easy because there's been way more bad movies in the Alien sort of filmography. It's like every time you go to a new one of these, whether it's a prequel or a sequel, you're mostly left disappointed. And I thought while watching this that finally we've done it. We finally made a sequel or prequel or however you want to categorize this film. And it's finally one of the good ones. It's finally a film that we can be proud of. It's finally a film that I can shout to the ceilings that, like, yes, go see this movie if you're a fan of the franchise, if you're a fan of horror. And then some shit happens that damn near ruins this movie. I am still, because I just watched it, so I'm still in my head trying to figure out exactly where I'm going to come down for my rating, for my placement. Maybe I will figure this out as we go along. Let's talk about the cast, because the cast, for the most part, is great. You have Kaylee Spaney, who is definitely somebody that I've seen in quite a few things, and I think she's great. I think she's great, especially her dynamic with this other character, Andy, played by David Johnson, who, wow, probably the standout of this movie, given his relationship to her and his sort of dynamic with her. Their relationship was the best parts, I think, of the film. It was the emotional tissue of the movie. For me, they're definitely the characters that I found myself rooting for the most. The other group, it's not that big of a cast. It's not that big of a crew, thankfully, so you do spend some time with them. But the only other actor I want to mention really quick right off the bat as far as their name, Isabella Merced, who I swear is being cast in every movie being made right now. I just, like every film, I just keep seeing this actress pop up. The budget, it was only like $80 million. And I say only because usually, or at least the Prometheuses and like the more recent Alien films, they have been so big. And the scale is so big. And the CGI is so much that I appreciated that they scaled back for this one, that they paid more attention. The focus was more on practical effects. I can't stress enough how happy I am with the special effects, with the practical effects. The fact that when you see face huggers, they're actual like practical models. When you see the xenomorphs, it's a person in a costume, and clearly there is CGI to help enhance that. And obviously there is CGI for when they go into space, or their CGI in certain sequences because there's no other way to do said sequences. But the important stuff was practical. The important stuff, even some of the gory-ish type kills, like that was for the most part practical, and that goes a long way as far as holding up, standing the test of time. There is one sequence in particular, because I'm going to try to stay as spoiler free as I can, but there was one sequence where it was an anti-gravity acid floating in the air scene. That's all I will say. When you see the movie, you will be like, oh, that's what the fuck he was talking about. And it's fucking phenomenal. It was one of the most creative and tense moments of the movie. I think Fede Alvarez has proven, even with his other horror films, that he's very good with tension. He's very good with making your skin crawl and kind of being nervous about what could happen on screen. And so all of that was there as well. There is a couple of callbacks and references to other Alien movies. One kind of shocked me. I was like, wow, we're really doing this? Okay, and I don't hate that. There was one quote in particular that I thought was very just unnecessary. Like, I get that it's a memorable, famous quote from the series, but can we not shove that in? And it was getting towards the end, so I said to myself, all right, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done maybe the other thing either, but the movie still fucking rocks. And the movie, I thought, was coming to an end. I thought we were going towards the credits. I was going to say, well, fuck, I still might give this a full price. And then 15 more minutes happens. Again, I am not going to spoil it. I promise you that this is not what I will do. But this movie damn near falls off a cliff. I don't know. I know Fede Alvarez co-wrote this, so he is predominantly responsible for what is going on here. So I can praise his directing all I want. But I have to give him blame for whatever the fuck he did at the end of this. It was shit. Like, it's worse when the whole movie is bad, sure. But when a movie has the good stuff, when the movie is for the most part good, and then does some shit that angers you, I don't know, maybe that is worse, because it's like, I had hope. We had every good goddamn reason for this to stick the landing, and then at the very last second, you decide to do some fucking shit that is dumb as fuck, first of all. And second of all, just doesn't work with whatever we were trying to do as far as a throwback and as far as bringing this franchise back to the roots of what people like about this shit in the first place. I get wanting to try something different. I get wanting to maybe do some weird sci-fi fucked up shit. It's definitely what that was, but it's awful. In my opinion, the final 15 minutes is so fucking bad that ultimately I'm going to give this movie, and this is how much I'm telling you, I originally had it at a full price. Originally, it was fucking there. To unfortunately now, I'm going to have to, like, if I average, I'm going to give it a Netflix and chill.
Oh, yeah.
Let me know in the comments below if you too saw Alien Romulus. What did you think of it? Did you agree that, like, it's fucking good until, or maybe you didn't mind what my issue was. Maybe you were totally cool, totes my goats about that. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.